Ladies and gents, it's your fucking boy, Mr. Tello himself. And I know, I get it. New day, new me, same shirt, same tee. No big diff. Brought to you by Poland Spring. Not sponsored, by the way. Everybody make sure that you're staying hydrated in the Hydration Nation. It's fucking currently snowing over here in Jersey. A damn snowstorm. You can't go anywhere. I'm out here shoveling, breaking my back. I got the Minecraft torch outside. I'm looking. I'm seeing what's going on, making sure that I'm not about to get mugged, because you never know in Jersey. You get hit by anybody out here. It's a crazy time to be alive. And I'm shoveling, and I'm shoveling. Does this go on? No, it's off. It's double A. What am I talking about? Anywho, I actually think it's chargeable. Why do I look like a gnome right now? I'm pretty sure. Anywho, lock it in. It's phase 2. We got some news to talk about. Gosh darn it. Take a chug for the real one. Much love, amigos. Respectable chug. I felt my whole insides get cleansed out by the mountains of a caucus. Anyhow, lock it in. Settle the fuck down. Ladies, gents, all the above. We got some WoW news to talk about. No, not Final Fantasy. Oh my gosh, get it out of here. So there has been a lot of stuff going on currently in Phase 2, and I feel like the music is a little too loud. I want to lower just a t-bit. I understand we're Witcher fans, but settle down. We actually haven't played Witcher in a minute. Maybe I might revisit that one day. However, you know, I have to say, I'm going to say this first before we go into this. Phase 2 has been really fun so far. And there's been a lot of cool things that I've been enjoying. You know, revisiting Scarlet Monastery, going to old dungeons that I've seen in Classic. I think a lot of people always love the nostalgia feel of things. Discovering new runes, that's always fun. Even though I do have some caveats about that. I think some of these runes this time around were a little kind of annoying. But not to say that it was a bad process. It just was more of you know, I had more of a fun time finding the runes in Phase 1 for some reason. I'm not sure why. But even though I still do enjoy what they're doing with Phase 2 as far as, you know, making runes hide behind, like, these, like, dark striders that they have in different areas of the map. And, you know, especially if you go to, like, the wetlands near the boat. And then it takes you to fight this one individual, like Draenei lady in a hood. I think it's Ilrathi her name is, or some shit like that. Listen, I'm not super geeky into the lore. I like the WoW lore, but I'm just saying, it's cool that we get to do these different runes that bring you to different places I haven't seen before. It's some cool stuff. I ain't hating on it completely. For my lore nerds out there, leave your comments below and explain to me what the hell's going on with all this shit, alright? All I care about is seeing, you know, the class balances and, you know, seeing what they're doing as far as, like, adding new things to the game. Shit like that. I'm not always too deep into the lore, so educate me. I like that kind of stuff. I got my mom's house phone. Why do we even have a landline? People are calling. Anywho, lock it in. But the thing is I want to talk about right now in Phase 2 that is kind of, I think bugging me the most right now is the Blood event. Now, I was really excited for this Blood event. I didn't want to keep my hopes up. I said this in my previous videos where, like, I didn't want to, like, over expect Blizzard to do a phenomenal job. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, gotta listen to our boy Kratos out here. If you keep your expectations low, you'll never be disappointed with certain shit in life. You know what I'm saying? And most shit, to be honest with you. But the thing right now with the Blood event is, like, at first, you probably all saw that it was crazy. I mean, people were just all over the place. People were, like, rocking each other in graveyards, spamming, getting their epics, like, day one. And it was absolutely insane. And then, you know, out of nowhere, like, people were like, all right, well, are they ever gonna fix this shit? This shit is a mess. And you have to understand, when a new phase comes out, especially Blizzard, right? Like, come on, we know our reputation with Blizzard. This is a new game for them, guys. Give them a break, all right? This is a new project. It's called World of Warcraft. They never done on this before. They never worked on this before. Give them some time, all right? These are new devs, by the way. New devs, all right? And it's impossible for them to come out with a game that's perfectly working off the rip. Not like any other company, right? But listen, shit happens, right? I get it. I actually appreciate what Agrin and Nora and the team are doing right now. I actually really like what they're doing with SOD. I just think there's a lot of improvements that could be done. And, listening to community advice is a really good way to improve on these elements to further expand and build within your game, whether it's looking at different things from retail and probably, taking some of those elements into Classic, or coming up with new and fresh ideas to make Classic a whole new experience, which that's kind of the point of SOD, is to make it Classic Plus, to improve on elements of the game, of the original vanilla game that was like needed to be improved on, and maybe add some cool new features for people to explore that they never seen in Classic before. So that's my purpose when it comes to like playing Classic. However, sticking to the Blood event, right? So people got all their epics, people got like hella fucking coinage from doing this shit, and then they hit it with a nerf, right? Because a lot of shit was going on. So we'll read of what's going on here, and then we'll discuss it. So let's read it together, okay? It's quite of a bit of stuff to go through, but then we're gonna go over the hotfix, because then they added something else going on. So there was a lot of shit that was happening here. And by the way, before the hotfix, oh, excuse me, my bad. I had a burger earlier. That shit slapped, by the way. Little fries, little mac sauce. It was homemade mac sauce, like McDonald's style, but it was still pretty good. It was not a McDonald's burger. Homemade burger, by the way. Lock it in, settle down, cut the VOD. Anywho, um, yeah, they did like 2 fixes, and if you were a Boomkin, which I was saying, you were eaten, okay? Star Surge, I'm sorry, but that shit was ridiculous. People were having like full Boomkin groups and Shadow Priests and just melting everybody. It was absolutely nuts. Or mages. Mages are doing really good right now, but not as crazy as the Boomkin Star Surge bullshit going on right now. At the end of the day, I really wish they would tune things where if you do it in PvE, you feel fucking crazy in PvE, but if you're in PvP, they adjust it and balance it correctly. But then again, this is Blizzard we're talking about here, right? 2 things can't happen good at once. However, let's go into what they're saying here. Greetings. From Blizzard, we've been playing quite a bit over the weekend, having met to discuss a few issues that were identified since the launch. We want to take a moment to dive into these issues and what our near and longer term plans are for them. So, quest creature availability in the world. This is a tricky issue to tackle, as it involves of complex data work to identify potentially after spawn behavior systemically. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word. Or is it systematically? Jeez, can't say it. Without creating other adverse effects. We are doing an investigation on this now and hope to find a safe solution soon that will help with the players' concern about this, or around this. In the meantime, we've made some minor tweaks to layer population target numbers, essentially the values that determine when new layers spin up, which we hope will help spread players out across more layers and make the world still feel full but not quite so overpopulated in quest areas. Please note that this will change less populated zones such as the lower level zones, and cities may feel more sparse than they otherwise would. This isn't ideal and it's a long-term solution, but is a stopgap while we investigate other solutions. So it seems like they're trying to resolve like issues with like creatures spawning more effectively rather than people waiting like an eternity for creatures to spawn faster. I mean, right now, currently, if you're playing SOD, the layer system's really fucking weird right now. I don't know if you've experienced this, but let me know in the comments below that you're just like getting layered out of nowhere, and your friends, you can't play with your boys, whoever you're playing with, and you're just getting fucking layered every other time, and then it's taking forever for shit to spawn, or sometimes shit spawns quicker. Let me know in your comments below on what you think is going on with that, because I'm actually curious to see what's going on with y'all, because with my groups, we've noticed that layering is completely fucking wonky, and ads are either spawning really fast or not spawning at all and taking some time, so keep your comments below. Anywho, hold on, we might have to take a sip of Poland Spring. I was outside shoveling, killing myself. Anywho, the Stranglethorn Bloodveil Moon event. We've been having a lot of fun in this event over the weekend, but we definitely recognize there are a few rough edges we would like to smooth out. Coming with the next 24 to 48 hours, we'll be implementing a few new changes. Blood Moon buff gained during the event will increase players' stamina by 30%. Also, the effect gained after death being adjusted will now last 20 seconds down from 1 minute. Additionally, this effect will grant a pacifying invisibility effect so that players can resurrect and move away from the graveyards and change spirits, mount up, summon pets, and more effectively reset after combat to prepare for the next fight. Zandalari emissaries are getting more pronounced visual effects to make them more visible in their spawn locations of Booty Bay, Grumgole, Northern Stranglethorn, and Jamba Isle. So you can like opt out of the event, I'm assuming. Please note that the list of changes is not comprehensive and does not address all the issues we like to address within the event. These are changes we hope to make rapidly to make more experiences smoother pretty much in the shorter term while we observe player behavior and determine the needs for additional adjustments going forward. We also take a moment to recognize that this event is in fact extremely brutal and unforgiving and that this is expected. This is another WoG sprint that we knew could be somewhat divisive, and we feel that is okay. While we want to continue making improvements due to the nature of PvP, especially free-for-all PvP, you'll encounter frustration at times. The rewards we added for it are also tuned deliberately in such a way that they should be relatively easy obtainable, often requiring just a few events to obtain, but also should not be mandatory for anyone. Despite being epic quality, the weapons and accessories are roughly on par with level 40 blue items, and are in most cases inferior to equipment available in Novergon. If you find PvP frustrating, it's okay to steer clear of this event and pursue other paths for power progression. So I really enjoy the event, and I'm really liking it right now. I do think there are things that can definitely be fixed. It seems like that they have a really fun idea going on right here because I really like the event overall. I think it's cool that there's like these blood gods roaming around and you're constantly just with your boys just fucking finding like a quick 5-on-5 5-man group. It's like, yo, we're going to smash that group over there. Let's go over here. Let's take control of this area. We're going to smack this area. This is our area. This is our turf. So there's a really cool element to that. I really dig it. Like, people have their own individual 5-mans and they're all going to their groups and they're all claiming a location and just smacking people. However, I've noticed, especially when I've done the PvP stuff, that with the groups I've been with, we just been like taking over the areas where the altars are, and we just completely been smacking them. You know what? I'll probably edit in this video just to showcase like what we've been doing here. Like, we completely smack people over and over again. And I'll show a clip right here, so the video probably will cut right now.
I have a feeling we're going to war right now. Yeah, we're going to war. Let's go.
Oh fuck, rogue.
Yep. Hodged him. Fucking going. Just gotta fucking delete him.
Yeah, fuck.
Know your place, you stupid ass shit here. Oh, right here. This warlock out of here. Look at this loser. Get that motherfucker. Get that motherfucker.
They didn't even stand a chance, dude.
Easy, dude. Oh, there's another one. Who the fuck is that? Oh, there's another one. Yo, they're coming. Yo. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Oh, he's dead. Oh, let him come. No, we're here, Waz. We're here. No, fuck this motherfucker.
Oh, there's a lot coming.
Get him. Right here. All of them.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, bitch. Oh, motherfucker.
Damn.
Huge, dude. Look how much... Dude, we're getting crazy coins right now, dude. Crazy.
Man up, dude.
However, yeah, after you see like what is going on in that VOD, we just like pick a specific area, we're just smacking people, going crazy, grouping up, and it's a hell of a fun time. I'm gonna tell you that much when you're in there. But I do think like the fact that everybody's just like camping right at the altar and like, I mean, maybe that's a strat too, kind of like King of the Hill style. I played like in FPSs. I come from first-person shooter games where, you play like King of the Hill style and you got to maintain like a headquarter, or you got to maintain a hill, and that's the control. So like if you get to the altar first and you're just killing people nonstop and cashing in, that's pretty dope, Now maybe Blizzard wants to add like a cooldown timer on how much you can cash in at a time. I think right now there was like a max of 255, my friend was saying. He's only able to get up to 255 blood lower, or whatever it's called, before he can hand in. And I think that, they shouldn't super penalize how much blood you lose if you die, you know what I'm saying? But I do think there is a lot of changes they could make to improve upon this event to make it more better and more wholesome overall. Maybe, you know, add some type of also like, you know, besides the gods, but add some type of flag system like they have in Arathi Basin, where like if you capture this flag, you'll get a lot of blood and possibly spawn a new altar on the map that can deposit right then and there. I think that would be pretty sick, you know. But it would alert everybody on the map that there's blood being, you know, donated right here. Kind of like how they had in Diablo 4 PvP. Whenever you were in PvP, even though that PvP was kind of dog shit, the altar system that they had there, they basically would like notify other players in the realm that there's blood being deposited here. You know what I mean? Besides you losing a lot of blood, but you know, I don't know. I think it's pretty dope. Or here's another idea I thought of. What if they do like an altar system where that altar spawns on the map somewhere out of nowhere, right? And now the cap from 255 that you originally had is gradually going higher, or more kills you get bursts past the ceiling cap, but this means that if you die in your altar area, you lose a lot of your blood, like majority of it. So it's a high risk but big reward. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is stuff that they can do and work in the game to improve on some elements and make the blood event a little bit more fun. Much more ideas to come for sure. Don't get me wrong. Maybe call your boy. I'll work on the team. However, at the end of the day, I think it's just some solid ideas. There's more things that they can think of. And if you have ideas, leave comments below. You know, we'll talk about it. Let's talk about class adjustments. We intend to follow our once per week class adjustment schedule, take time needed with class adjustments to not make too many changes too hastily, particularly when it comes to power reductions or nerfs. You can expect to see the first full round of class adjustments arrive weekly maintenance in your region during the week of February 20th. So that's in a week from now, 7 days. That said, the one major outlier that we intend to tackle before then is we intend to make the following adjustments to balance Drew over the next 24 to 48 hours. The base damage of Star Search is reduced by 30%. And I'm sorry, guys, but thank God at least. Because in PvP, that shit was nuts. Now in PvE, I really hope they would just balance it and scale it accordingly. Where in PvE, you could still, you know, pop off. But in PvP, it was absolutely fucking nutty, and you guys know it. And even my boys who are druids, they know it too. Additionally, we have identified and fixed a bug in Star Surge spell power coefficient, and this has now been corrected. So Star Surge should probably gain the proper 42.9 spell power percentage as of damage now as intended. So now, to compensate for the adjustment, we'll be adding an additional effect to Star Surge that causes your next Starfire to cause 66% percentage additional damage. And there we go, I'm slapping my phone against the desk. Unbelievable. The intent is not significantly nerf overall Druid damage output, but merely reduce the efficiency of Star Surge specifically to shift the damage output of Druids further towards their hardcast abilities such as Starfire. So it's kind of giving like a balance to it while also hitting it with a nerf to maintain some type of fairness through the abilities. Now, I get that, and I do think they should, you know, look at all classes as well, you know, come February 20th, because, I mean, a lot of classes are really outshining others in terms of damage. I mean, mages have their respective AoE damage that's going absolutely fucking insane in SM. I mean, if you see my last video, you can see like people doing like 20 to 25k damage in SM as a mage. Or, you know, you could even say that Shadow Priests right now are fucking going absolutely nutty. Melee Hunters are going fucking crazy right now. There's a lot of things, but I do think Star Surge, with the range that it has, it was absolutely fucking disgusting in Stranglethorn, so I can understand their concerns there and the community concerns as well. Other changes coming. There are more adjustments we're hoping to take across multiple areas of the game in the coming days, but we want to focus on the items initially and get a word out to the players about our intentions here as soon as possible. We really appreciate the feedback we've gotten about these and many other items throughout the weekend. We'll be issuing a number of hotfixes later today, and above plus many others, and they said those will be viewable in the normal location on our official forums. Thank you again, the Wild Classic Dead. Jesus, I can't even fucking speak. I'm stuttering again. Tell me when to shut the fuck up, and I will, guys. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. Unbelievable. Anywho. Thank you again, WoW Classic Dev Team. Sip of the water real quick. So, let's go into the hotfixes, which I want to talk about, alright? No, you already know how we do it. No need to cut that out. Leave it in. Keep it raw. No condom. Pause. Settle down, alright? This is not that type of VOD. So, when they did this, right? They did this post here. And then I noticed they did the hotfix post, because that's what they said they wanted to talk about. So, we're going to mainly talk about something more of the important stuff, because I think There's a lot of good stuff here, but I want to talk about more of the important things right here, which for me is the Battle of Ashenvale event, because I was seeing a lot in the comments when I was in general chat, because I was doing like Warsong. I was in that area for a bit, because I just had to go get, like, you know, you could rock the double protector band like a lot of people are doing right now, like the lower level one and the higher level one, and getting a couple new things from there. But a lot of people are saying that the Ashenvale event now was completely dog shit, and this is one of my biggest concerns. Is that I think a lot of people are still going to be doing BFD if you're leveling an alt, like if you're alt leveling and maybe still doing BFD to get some good XP, because BFD still offers really good XP. Um, but if you got to like level 40 or the higher level you got, the Ashenvale event was just not giving you anything good. It was completely dog shit and not worth doing, especially if you're trying to get your exalted rep with the Silverwing Sentinels. It was not good and not worth it. So, now they made the change for the Battle of Ashenvale weekly quest: clear the forest and repelling invaders, grant you full XP and reputation rewards through level 40. And I think that was a great, decision, because you shouldn't fucking, just because one event's going on in Stranglethorn, don't forget your Ashenvale event as well. People still might want to do that, and people still might want to get their XP and level their alts and do some, fun activities in that area. So let's not completely forget stuff and just leave it in the past. That's a problem. What I noticed with Blizzard is that when a new thing comes out, they completely leave the next area dried out. Like, we got to keep the spice in both areas, guys. Let's make this game feel wide and alive, and not just, small and dead and condensed in one area. Um, and then also the Ashenvale Rally Crying world buff is now usable through level 39. That's good. Spark of Inspiration world buff now correctly increases plus healing, which is really good. Items requirements for the quests: Power of the Wind, Power of the Earth, and Power of the Water have been reduced. I'm not too sure about that, but let's go more into the class balances and the PvP event, which we want to mainly stick to here. So yes, we talked about this, the Druid stuff, that they basically reduced the damage of. Now it says 35% here. I'm wondering, what did it say for the Druids on this side? Was it 35 as well? No, Star Surge was reduced by 30%. But then they decided to do an extra 5%. So that 5% makes a difference. So that's pretty crazy right there. And then your next Starfire cast within 15 seconds deals 66 increased damage. And they also fixed an issue with Enhanced Restoration, preventing Nourish from gaining increased healing from rejuvenation and regrowth. So there's some nerfs and some minor buffs here. Nothing too insane. One thing I was really happy about, obviously you guys know I play as a Ret Paladin, fixed an issue with the Sheaf of Life spell power proc wasn't correctly activated by melee attacks. So this is really awesome now, because I've noticed too with Sheaf of Light, which I recommend if you're not running Sheaf of Light as a Ret Paladin, in general, it's just a really fucking good rune. Fucking absolutely smacking with the spell power I am noticing from this rune. It is extremely juicy. I'm talking hitting big hits with Divine Storm, big hits with Exorcism. My judgments are popping off. Sheaf of Light is actually a really decent fucking rune, and I'm really happy with it. As well as you run with Art of War with it, you're looking at some pretty good juice right there. So I'm happy that they fixed that issue accordingly with the Paladins. For my Shamans, let me know if this is good in the comments below. Fixed an issue with Ravage and Tempest could sometimes not lose its protective aura when Allegra Spiltus was killed. Let me know if that was good in the comments below, because I'm not too sure about the Shaman lifestyle over there. The Horde side. Stranglethorn PvP event. Players who resurrect and strangle perform during the Blood Moon event and gain Drain of Blood will not be immune to attack during oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. Immune to attack during its duration, but unable to cast spells or attack. They can mount and move to another location or are invisible to players outside their party. Now, the one thing I noticed is, as a paladin, and especially if you're a warlock, if you're doing a cast to summon your mount, you can't mount up because you're silenced. If you guys notice that, let me know, because I can't mount up, but all my other friends can fucking mount up. So I either got to run or just res right there. Drain Blood duration reduced to 20 seconds was 60. Drain Blood now is a visual, which is so important because people are just so stupid right now. Everybody's fucking hitting each other like we're in just like a melee smash and just freaking down spiking off the stage, alright? It's unbelievable. And players who wish to opt out of the Blood Moon should now easily notice the Xandalorian Emissary. Anyways, guys, that's about it. And now my dad's calling me last minute. Unbelievable. However, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoy everything that I've been trying to put out lately in the content. I know I'm rocking the same shirt, but trust me, your boy's clean. We're smelling Maybe we gotta take a shower soon. All right, I took a shower. I took a shower yesterday, but we gotta take another shower. You know, I was out there sweating, shoveling. All right, give me a second. All right, listen, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Much love, amigos. This is another video for y'all. We'll come out with another one soon. All right, we'll come out with more news, more things to talk about. I'm doing Nomer today again. Oh God, that thing is a shit show. We got to talk about Nomer. Maybe that's the next thing we talk about. Just going over Nomergon, telling you what these bosses do, and telling you how fucking crazy it is. I think the first week we cleared 4 out of 6, but the 5th boss we were just completely confused on without looking up a lot of guides or infos, you know. But this week things are changing. So listen, I'll catch you on the next one. Keep on keeping on, and much love, amigos. Peace. How do you shut the video off? Peace.
If you wanna dance,